Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the...
Good evening, folks. This is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to tonight with another quick review. Got a notification this morning about something that was supposed to come yesterday from Amazon. I don't know if y'all been in that situation, had a card tied to a whole different thing, had something get compromised so you didn't have the right card plugged into the right spot to where it could charge. Anyway, long story short, I didn't get it. I got the delay message. So I went looking one more time this afternoon and found the one I was wanting to get from Amazon today. I got today as well because I found it in store. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again for watching. Let's turn this around and take a look at today's quick review. Appreciate your time. And I finally found Autobot Ratchet from the 86 Studio Series number 23 in the line. Here's a look at the side of the box. I love this stuff. I love that we're getting these updates. This should have been closer to Ironhide last fall, but oh well. And here he is now. I got 25 steps. Ratchet and the Autobot crew fight to defend the shuttle against Decepticon attack from the 86 movie. There's the other side with the full body art. Love this artwork. Here is the top of the box, letting you know it's from the 86 Transformers movie. And somewhere here we have the obligatory UPC that hopefully this will help you find it if you don't see it right away. Now, a special note with mine today, on the shelf, he was sitting directly behind that War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. So, and I want to say earlier I saw that and just like, didn't see this. And I was looking for that. But I saw that Optimus, but then I went back after the route this afternoon, shifted around, boom, there was Ratchet. There was two of them there. So I'll have somebody, one War for Cybertron, Optimus, and another Ratchet there. So hopefully that'll help somebody find it in my town. Thanks again for watching. Let's get this guy out of the box, see what all comes in the box. And here we go. And we're just going to go ahead and freshly open him for this what's in the box assortment there. I'll pull this on up, set this on over to the side. And there we have Ratchet on his backdrop. You got the two pistols just like Ironhide did. Boom there. And I'm not seeing a toilet paper doobie at this point, but we're going to take a look at the back side. And no toilet paper doobie, so I'm hoping that sensor bar is on somewhere safe there. So we'll crack that open in a moment more. We do have that scene where him and Ironhide met an untimely demise in the 86 movie, and they got 86 themselves. Nothing there, nothing on the back. And down in the box there, we do have the warning in 26 languages and a set of instructions. If you know how to do Ironhide, you know how to transform this guy. We're not going to go through all that. And with that said, there is Ratchet on the turntable in his excellent looking robot mode. Of a particular note on the immediate, those shoulders don't have the crosses anymore due to some copyright infringement, I guess. So they made its own little medical Autobot symbol insignia. And I didn't think I would like it worth the hoop, but it's fine. It's totally fine, guys. The things that... We'll just take a quick spin around the block here and let you take a look at him and stuff. And love that side profile, pretty good. He did come with two of the same guns as Ironhide, plus his sirens are actually built into the back. It's not in a toilet paper doobie. These were just inside the box like you saw earlier in the video. And then there's the port side, getting on back around in the middle there. The Autobot logo is tempered in right there on the chest very nicely, but the thing that kind of bothers me, and it is my one overall glaring complaint amongst Ironhide and Ratchet, is the use of the clear parts. Over time, I just look for the paint to either chip off and wear off, or this stuff to actually break. And with that point of contention there, he does got all the same articulation. He can look up that far, goes down that far. He can go all the way around at the elbow. He's got the upper bicep, a little bit of gappiness there, and I'm sure there's an add-on that will help me fill in the gaps when it's like this to make it look a little bit more whole, but that's okay. And that's just uncalled for, but it's part of the whole gingham molded stuff. It's white and it's painted red there, so I totally get it. Trying to save cost money wise and charge more for us at the retail desk, and that's exactly what's been done. Eyes are nicely painted. You can go all the way around there at the waist and that swivel and stuff. The legs, the kind of thing that kind of aggravates me, and I hope that we do get these guys again here in a moment. I'll touch on that a little bit more, but this should have been split into 3 so that you keep the middle piece down so you don't have this glaring ugliness right here for both Ratchet and Ironhide. Legs can go up that far with that up, can go back that far due to the stuff on the back there. Probably could get the full 90 degrees at that angle. He's got upper thigh swivel. He can get that much at the knee, and ankle tiltage. These are awesomest feet. And I love that we've got one-piece robots that don't parts form at this point. We had 2 generations of it in the Siege and Earthrise that were parts forming, and so now we got this. And this was not an actual freaking Walgreens exclusive. Thankfully, it should never be mainline characters as a exclusive ever. It just really irks me, and that's a whole other bottle of wax there. It looks, everything's like filled in pretty good. Love that that's hiding back there, and it'll have the same exact transformation. Like, we'll leave those transformation things to the professional YouTubers, but for the moment, we're gonna put him back on there and get him up there with his mold mate Ironhide, and neither one of them has to rely on the front windshield with a face behind a sticker to be the head this time around. They got their own proper heads, both painted silver as mainline releases, but in doing so, I do wish that we got kind of what we got with the undead versions, as that painted face looks really cartoon accurate, and hopefully as a hat tip to things to come, I'm hoping that we get a remolded piece that is actually the good windshield like it said there on the sides with that animated, accurate, solid light blue paint instead of that clear plastic stuff there like that, and do that ×2 with Ratchet. And I imagine Ratchet will come along in a battle damage version just like we got Prow here. These two in a 2-pack battle damage. Hopefully we're going to get another one that's going to have the animation accurate colors, multiple heads, and get rid of the clear plastic, because I think both of these, when you go and you flip them around, they look so much better being that solid plastic and one color of plastic instead of multicolors painted, and then the whites don't match depending on the light and that kind of thing. That is so aggravating. And I'm not the only one that's probably mentioned that over time, but I feel like they should come in multiple heads. And I don't know, animation accurate. I like the way these faces are painted on these 2 guys here. Let's back that off a second right now, as I knock the camera over. There's the cast to get off in the opening sequences of the 86 movie with the clear plastic here, but with the solid. That's where I'm going at with this right here. We'll get them in the car mode and get them in there and show that off one more time. But this stuff right here, I very rarely play with this or transform this, and it's due to my fear of this clear plastic busting and breaking with time and wear and transformations, and praying it doesn't bust on this one. I'm going to change it one more time. A lot of folks had a hard time getting a hold of this. I feel like Hasbro owes it to the fans and the people that are hardcore to get that solid colored pieces that doesn't have the clear plastic and the painted in stuff or whatnot, and to give us a solid rendition as cartoon accurate. I think this is more toy accurate, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all can correct me in the comments below. But that undead versions definitely were a nice hat tip in that direction and stuff. So hopefully that we will get the solid plastic and the battle damage versions of them, but also go one better, Hasbro, and do it in a Generation Selects or the United section or whatever, and give us the solid color or solid plastic, one color. This looks so good, as you will see. Once again, did the review on these, and you've seen them other times, but I think it looks so much better when the plastic's one color instead of what we're going to witness with 3 colors of red with Ironhide in a minute. So with all that said and one and done, let's get Ratchet converted into that vehicle mode and take a look. And there is Ratchet in his vehicle mode. Kind of what I'm talking about right here is, with my naked eye, I can see the difference in the whites there. I was a little afraid of that. So if we had that one white like we had with the undead versions, and it would just come off more flawlessly. Rear window's kind of low right here, but that's okay. I can forgive that for what it does with the feet and engineering. I love that to no end. Love the uniform hubs. That should be something going forward. This can't really be helped, and in my opinion, it's there, but it's not as bad. And we got another vignette that is accurate to the G1, except for I feel like there's some other details missing there. It's just a white van, doesn't have any ambulance insignias or anything like that. I'm sure Toy Hacks will hook us up with that as we go along. So there's that, and let's get old Ironhide on there next with him. And there's the two on the turntable, and like I was saying, I love having both of these vans finally after all these years with proper heads, proper articulation, one piece. But the thing that kind of irks me, and I feel that Hasbro owes it to us at this point, is to give us those solid colored renditions. As you can see, clearly 3 different kinds of red and Ironhide from the tail to back, and I can see the differences with that ratchet there. Love that we got the light bar finally to cover up the other peg holes. And it's like Hasbro gives us the one thing when we want the other, but these go hand in hand, and that is always a welcome thing. I just think that for proper releases, and as hard as the Ironhide and the Prow was in the Earthrise line to get it, I think that we just definitely deserve animation color accurate according to the dead versions, and we'll get those back out here in just a second to get them up here with their counterparts to show off what I'm talking about. We'll do that in just a moment. So here's those original counterparts I was telling you about. The clear plastics all the way through and through. I just think the other ones look so much better. And there they are on the turntable. And a little pro tip that I wish it was applied to Ironhide and the other guys here is the way that they use the black outlining on this Prow here. I think that looks so much better than just being one little thing. So like you got the blue there, but then do a little trim work and do it in black, because Prow is white, black predominantly, and then this is more of an animation tune styling there. Same with this, but I mean the solid looks so much better than the other. And I mean they even added a little bit of paint detail there. They could have added some more paint there. That's why I think that we need to get these guys redone in the selects as the animation versions without the battle damage. And I still want the battle damage versions of these guys right here. As Braun is the only one in this part of it that he has the animation colors throughout that, but those ugly hubcaps need to go. It's just not even cool. At least there's a little bit of silver there, but then they still got the white ugliness there. This uniform deal is the way to go forward with the hubcaps. It needs to happen, Hasbro. People are really, really needing to get more bang for the buck when you're charging them more. So with all that said, let's get into some final thoughts on this Ratchet figure. And some final thoughts on this guy right here. I'm so glad to finally have it, but the negative is the mismatch of color. Because of the clear plastics, you have to use a different color with the paint than actual that. And then it's even got an actual difference between the gloss and the matte when it comes to the whites. It's the same deal with the Ironhide that we went through there. But I think that a solid piece like you demonstrated with the undead versions of Ironhide and Prow, that we need those animation colors and that kind of that whole one solid plastic piece versus clear plastic with the regular other plastics getting painted that kind of way. You seem to be in the gang mode in here lately. I just don't understand the logic and whatnot. And I guess this guy was too far enough along. So you can do a running change and future ways, release those two guys together, but do it with the one solid plastic in mind. I mean, that's where I'm going to with this, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I do love this all the same. Love having these two guys together, and hoping that we get listened to, because I know I'm not the only one that would like to have one solid color versus multicolors. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys, and spending some revival time with me. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again to my subscribers. So happy I was able to find this after the disappointment of not having this things ready to go there on Amazon there, but it's all good now. So y'all have an excellent week, guys. Thanks again for watching. Until all are one.